Hello everybody and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I don't even know if my hands are like visible in the camera. I had to zoom it in pretty far so that you don't see. There's two beds, right? And this one is my closet and this is the one I sleep on. Also the storage bin, it's just, it's covered in everything that I have except my food. But yeah, anyway, I just ate a little bit. The day is going by a little faster than I was anticipating, but you know what? I'm still chilling, so that's fine. But, we live. There's always so much fun to do on your day off, and I have avoided spending too much time on my phone, 'cause sometimes you can get caught in that. But I don't know. Abjuration, transmutation, evocation. I mean, illusion doesn't have anything on it except for a forward button, like a quest marker. So I kind of don't want to do it. So which one do I like the most? Abjuration, transmutation. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna actually look it up. I know these are in Skyrim too, but I never played a magic user in Skyrim, so. Abjuration is a school of magic focusing on protection, shielding, and negating other magical or physical effects as protective spells. But some aggressive. Evocation. I think it's like a summoning thing? Oh, calling upon summoning a spirit, demon. Yeah, it's a summoning one. Okay, so for D&D, it's spells that manipulate energy or tapped an unseen source of power. They create something out of nothing. Should I pick the one that I think this guy is? Like what kind of mage he is? The guy who's like taken over the tower? He seems to summon a lot of things to do his bidding. So maybe evocation? I'm gonna go with evocation.
Let's see what this does.
Trap. Time to dance.
Invulnerability. Foresight. Wish. Is there a note I missed somewhere about what this is all gonna do? Did Roland or whatever his name is go through this and get like yoinked by the drow or something? I don't have any spells and I have no health.
Salutations.
Oh my goodness. What was the traps? Did we all fail the traps? Ooh, gargoyle head. Okay. Marble plate. Oh, so when we land on this is when we... Can we disarm this? It doesn't look like it.
Well.
I am here.
But it has been activated.
Looking ahead.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
I think if we, as long as we have somebody on this plate, we're good. I'm standing on it, so let's have Gale move forward to pull the lever. Pull the lever, Kronk. Let's see.
Immediately. A trap. This place is more dangerous than I
okay,
thought.
the gargoyles. I was like, Okay. I have hopefully deactivated. It looks like I've deactivated the trap. I couldn't disarm this though. That was scary. Invulnerability, foresight, gate, wish. I have no idea. Invulnerability and foresight are like... Maybe I should just be following the one that is... It's like invulnerability leads us to where... I don't trust that. Maybe I should, but I don't. Gate is intriguing and wish. Invulnerability and foresight, I'm like, yeah, whatever. No, nobody actually wants foresight. I mean, maybe you do, but... Wish is already open. What does that mean? What does it mean when the door is already open?
A trap. Time to dance.
And these are like interact. Let's do wish. I don't know what this means. Oh, so within each room, okay, these other ones will teleport you somewhere. This will give me an abjuration thing, maybe?
Trap. This place is more dangerous.
That was so scary. That was so scary. I think we were like, somehow all of us were like between the beams. That's why I didn't want to move any of us. I was like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep firing, you know? I was like, please, Gale, my Asterian alike. It says to Elminster too, which is like, you know. I think I took the Silverhand door to get here, and then I picked. Oh, what did I pick? I picked. Because the Silverhand door was the only one open. So maybe I should have picked what Silverhand was, which was illusion or something? But like that seems kind of boring to only pick the ones where the doors are open, you know? Or that have the open symbol. You know?
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Well, dang. Probably should have. Hopefully I can go back somehow. Let's go through gate next. I thought it would teleport me the door, all the doors would teleport me somewhere. I didn't realize one would just open, you know.
Might as well.
Okay. Wait. I didn't realize we weren't together yet. I don't want to send him in by himself. Oh, okay. We've already done evocation. Abjuration, then.
Over there.
Shadow, silver, demon, wild. These are interesting ones. Okay, first, Gale, my boy. As long as somebody stands on it, we should be fine. Okay.
Nasty surprise.
Yeah.
Caution is warranted here. My. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
To Carsus, okay.
Unlock hereby the path to the Carsus
I
Vault.
don't know if he's already moved the guy at Lorcan. I don't know if he's already moved the books.
Be wary. This place is
but
trapped.
I disabled the important half of the trap, so. Now I need to decide shadow, wild, demon. I'm intrigued by wild, honestly. I want to see what that is. Silverhand. What? Did I already... To Elminster Vault. Oh. Carsus Vault. Did I do what I was supposed to do? Okay, this is the room I came in on. That's the portal. Silverhand is the one we already went through. Is this all I was supposed to do? What was the point of picking everything? If it was just gonna have the same outcome? I want to do the Elminster Vault because I want to know if Elminster's keeping something from us. Where is it? Nothing in here that I can see. Let's see. Quick save again. Let's go. Oh, I need to scoot up a tiny bit, I think, so I can have a little more slack on the headset. Alright. No, wait. This was Karsus. Almost ruined everything. Oh, Minster. Don't see anything. Unless I'm greedy and I'm not allowed to do all of these. What's Elminster stuff doing in here, you know? Like, I thought he was... Pyro quickness. Like a good guy? You burn yourself and gain additional bonus action. Dang. Man. Poor Gale.
Color me
I
curious.
wonder if I should turn him back into a wizard. Here, Stein can have the fun arrows. It's Asterian's consolation prize. I am gonna sell these gems. Like, I am gonna get so much money. The Thatcherate Codex. Let's see if I can just unlock it. Dang. What if I... Hear me out.
Have a lot on my mind.
I just hit it.
And, well, in it.
These are wooden boxes. I can hit these.
Let me work my magic.
The pages are covered in esoteric symbols. The Necromancy of Thay. Didn't I break that book in this one? Some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page describing a long lost book. There are secrets of life and death known only to the Red Wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better than to guard their secrets from the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the Necromancy of Thay is to risk madness at the hands of the spirits. But the wise traveler who can tread the line between life and death will find knowledge witnessed by precious few mortals. The rest of the entry details the precautions and risks associated with reading the text, but lays out a clear path to unraveling the secrets contained in the tome. Oh. While cursed by the warped arcana, how long? Is it because he's holding the book? His constitution score is reduced. He is kind of a necromantic guy. Where's the book? Oh, he didn't pick it up, I think. But we are in its... like, sphere? Well, Gale is in its sphere because he read the book. Oh, what is the thing I can look at that shows
Lovely
me
day, this.
all my
For now.
curses and stuff? Is it? I was hoping it would tell me, like, it'll go away after you go to bed. Because he was cursed, once he read it. It's not even that we're, like, standing near it. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, Gale. I did not realize that would,
Consider it done.
happen to you. Now to the Colossus Vault. The Annals of Crisis. Okay, so if we had gone into that woman's office. Oh. You deal bludgeoning damage. 1 bludgeoning damage. Anyway, that's funny. This ignores bludgeoning resistance. Okay, that's actually sick. Karlach will, of course, get that. This is a great sword. Cool. Oh, a magical longsword. A Maragon halberd. Oh, Gale's got oodles of space. Again, I kind of forget that with his,
What have we here?
cleric upgrade. His carrying capacity went up too. I won't give him the halberd though. That's big. I think that's everything. Magus, be warned though. What dost thou warn me of? It is a great paradox among our kind, who so value the art of learning that we believe ourselves ever cannier than the ones who came before. If envy is the disease of the artist, hubris is that of the wizard. Though I fear my warning will fall on deaf ears, I say it again. The closer wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps with him. I thought myself unequal to Mystra and devised a plan to make myself her equal. I would pluck one strand of weed and contain within an amulet I spent the better portion of my years devising. How regret instantly heaped itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantaneously and passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, can I leave this final warning as a testimony. Is that Karsus? Like Karsus got like trapped and then was able to like write one last thing. Shred a foe's very essence by pulling on strands of the weed. Wow. That's very mean. Okay. See what sort of curse he's going to get from this. An ancient handwritten book, rebound at least twice, that purports to be notes written by the mage Karsus himself. Much of it is in a personal wizard's cipher, but the final page is written in clear text. Also, right, like where it's like, ooh, you come closer to the vine, thinking you're, you know, that you could be that yourself or something, you know, obvious a warning with everybody trying to become a god in these troubled times, apparently. It's an apropos warning. My great spell of transcendence is mine alone, not to be committed to ink and parchment, but I have also forged 3 supreme enchanted items that are the physical embodiments of my wizardry, and of them I shall make record. There is a crown, an orb, and a scepter. Did we get the orb? There's a scepter, though. We know about the crown. Each nigh alive and with its own power and purpose, and these I call the regalia of Karsus. Well, think highly of yourself, I guess. The crown of Karsus to attract and absorb magical knowledge and give the wearer dominion over himself, so that he remains his own entity apart from the weak. What? The Orb of Karsus, a storage device or battery that condenses mystic power ever gathering so that it must be siphoned at intervals of its excess. Oh, is that inside of Gale? The Scepter of Karsus, an instrument of projection, a focusing utensil for the precise wielding of unimaginably vast forces. Okay.
These notes are no mere diary. These are the visions of Karsus himself. Designs for the crown he hoped to forge, and the new form of magic he planned to create with it. It seems Raphael was telling you the truth. The crown you saw atop the Elder Brain is indeed of Karsus's making. Reunite the crown with the Dead Three's netherstones, and Karsus's design might yet be completed. You could wield the power of a god.
Well, why would I want to do that? I thought Gale should read this, but apparently I was supposed to read it. Yeah, I don't know. The broken artifacts of a failed god, the crown should be destroyed before it causes any more damage. I think Gale would think the same thing, too.
Though Karsus could only have worn the crown for mere moments, he managed to destroy an empire, killing thousands in the process.
If not millions.
In the hands of the Dead Three's chosen, it threatens to do much the same. You must find a way to stop them.
Oh, yeah, the
to
orb.
render the crown harmless, detonating the orb if necessary. You can save Faerun from Karsus's evil and the Absolutes in one fell swoop. Only you might not live to enjoy it.
That's for Gale specifically. Well, now I'm curious. I'm curious what it would do for me if it would be a different option. Because sometimes when I read something, the other companion, if they're involved, will actually speak up. But when you are them, they don't speak, right? It gives you a bit more control over what they say and do. Maybe I'll run through real quick. Super fast.
The annals of Karsus.
Okay, here we go.
The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
Oh, okay. Okay. Or give the book to Gale. This is why this is why I was him when I picked it up, because I thought he'd be doing a thing. Didn't I turn the brightness up? Did that go away? I mean, I can read too.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for Godhood.
I know crowns aren't ego moves, but that's ridiculous. Yeah, the design for self-destruction more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus?
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means.
Mm-hmm.
The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the three netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
Why? Yeah, to what end? Yeah, the crown's caused chaos. We should be seeking a way to destroy it, not make it more powerful.
Do not mistake the crown itself for the actions of its wearer, or rather, those controlling its wearer at present. If we could restore its former glory, it would no longer be a mere leash and collar used to subjugate friend or foe. It would be something greater. Something divine. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last.
Classic wizard.
Would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore.
He's having a crisis of faith, too. Oh, and that's my thing. You think Mr. will let you do this. Mortals are far better guardians of their fates than the gods. We have more to lose. That is something that, and I feel like my Oathbreaker Paladin would say. But, yeah, I mean, if the crown only sits on one person's head, you become a god in and of yourself, right? Like, you become the thing that you hated, or that you are frustrated with, or, like, having questions about. Like, we haven't really talked to Gale much about, like, Mistra herself, and, like, the fact that, like, she's really terrible towards him. You know, she's very petty. The fact that Elminster was allowed to give him something that, like, to give Gale something that would make him less explosive, it just indicates to me that she would be able to do that. And I think he says it at some point where it's like, yeah, she could take it away, but she's punishing me. And I'm like, you and everybody in a half-mile radius of you, in case things go terribly wrong, you know? And she's so selfish, and this is why, in my mind, my paladin became an Oathbreaker, was like, the gods are petty and selfish. Like, you can't be an atheist in this world, necessarily, right? The gods are visible and they're there, but they're very fallible. Many of them were formerly mortal, you know, and there are some belief systems where that, even in the real world, right, where like that's a thing. But where like the pantheon, or like part of the pantheon, or not the pantheon, a deity of some sort, you know, was formerly mortal and is now divine, you know, and so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's also like, I don't know. You're like, Astarion wants to be a god, Gale wants to be a god, which makes sense. Like, Gale is constantly reaching, right? Like he's a wizard. Like, he loves learning and knowledge, but doesn't. It's how Emmerich says it actually in Dragon Age Veilguard, where it's like the problem. He says it way more better. See, I can't even speak. He says it way more eloquently than I can. But it's like the downfall of a mage is their unexamined curiosity, and I believe it's curiosity specifically because that can lead you down like a dangerous path, and you're not thinking clearly, like you're not thinking it can happen to you, like they said in other stuff too, right? And we read that Magus warning, you know, where it was like, the closer you get to divinity, the more you'll fall. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know, to me it's like the gun argument, right? In a way where it's like, you know, oh, you can't blame the gun for somebody's actions while using it. I'm like, well, the fact that the gun is there, the access to it, to something that can kill somebody with barely a thought, is, well, multiple people with a click of a finger. You know what I mean? Like, that is a dangerous thing to have around. And so this kind of a thing like that, right? Like, I hate the idea of destroying knowledge, but like, I don't think anybody deserves this power in a way, you know what I mean? But like, I am curious. Mr. will let you do this. Mortals are far better guardians of their fate than gods. I'm gonna go with this, because you would think it would come up with an Oathbreaker, like, tag, but it doesn't.
Then you're already wiser than me. That's a lesson I've only recently learned. I worshipped Mistra loyally for years.
Here we go.
And in that time, she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield.
Oh, yeah?
Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus' successor.
He pointed at himself. Yeah, I thought you were past this kind of temptation, Gale. You know exactly where such overreaching leads. Like, I agree that mortals are better in control of their own fates. You know what I mean? Like, I think... But then there's like, you can make a gazillion arguments, right? Where it's like a benign entity would potentially be really good to have, kind of keeping an eye on and somebody to worship. But again, yeah, like Gale worshipped her. To be fair, I don't know Mistra. I don't know if we're gonna meet her or not. But like, I think potentially it was either you're not actually ready for this power, you know, so I don't want to give it to you, or she was worried about, because this is like a new kind of iteration of Mistra, I think, and it's she's potentially worried about somebody becoming like Karsus again and having too much power at their beck and call and being able to challenge her. And I think since she seems really petty, it's probably that second one. The attempt would kill you as it killed Karsus. So you want the crown to settle a score with Mr. Who? You believe yourself to be the successor? Yeah. Thought you were kind of past this temptation. I thought he had, yeah. But now he feels like there's, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get over an idea or an addiction like power, you know? Even if Gale wouldn't be a bad person to have it, you know, like, he would be a good person, but like, he wants to become, is that what this does? Is it lets you become a god? You know what I mean? And like, the crown, yeah, I think it did kill, like, whatever his logic was for this, like, it did kill Karsus. Like, the power was too much, right? Like, I thought the power was too much. Maybe I'm misremembering. And like, or maybe what he tried to do in like becoming more of a divine, or like tearing down the weave or whatever, like that was what destroyed him still. Yeah, I thought you were past this kind of temptation, Gale. You know exactly there are such overreaching leads.
Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself. Just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to.
Oh, girl.
I know Mistra intimately.
He knew her too.
And I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. Long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it.
Why are all my friends in this game determined to become gods? Like, what is the appeal in that? For Astarion, I get it. Astarion has been a victim of somebody more powerful than him for centuries, for a long time. And he sees it as the only way for him to be safe, right? I get that. Gale is like, I get it for him too in a way, right? Where like just the pursuit of power, of knowledge, is being power, is something he strives for. But it's like, why do you guys want to become gods? Like, what do you think? I can't see an enjoyment in that. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, a long, lonely life where you potentially, become the thing that you hated because you lived for so long you've forgotten who you were, and like you become another petty tyrant. Like, I don't know, such a long life has never appealed to me. Like, maybe a couple centuries, like 3 centuries would be a nice amount of time to live, right? Then you could have like several lifetimes of like becoming, for me, I'm like, I'd love to be a geologist, a botanist, like you can do that. You can kind of become amateur at all those things, but it'd be nice to like wholly devote yourself to different aspects of study, right? But like, yeah, anything more than that, and you just, I don't know, I think you get bored, or or lonely, or forget yourself after so many years, like who would you be by the end of that? Like, I don't know. I realize he might not like this, but I'm gonna play my character the way I think I should. Gale, I'm urging you to drop this. The crown cannot be reforged. Yeah,
I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mistra took. Cure me, even.
I mean, yeah. But also, like, I don't know, what makes you think you're destined for greatness? I mean, he's extremely talented. Like, there's a reason Mistra took him as a lover. He is a once-in-a-generation savant, I guess, is maybe, or like a talent, Yeah, you are still destined for greatness, Gale, but you won't find it chasing Karsus' shadow. Don't give up yet. There will be an answer. It just isn't in the crown, is kind of what I want to say. So he's been feeling inferior. It's like a vague destiny thing, though. He's the only one who has these expectations of himself, I think, And maybe saying you won't find it chasing Karsus' shadow would be enough to be like, make your own path. I'm gonna say, don't give up yet. There will be an answer. It just isn't the crown.
Very well, then. I will try my utmost to share in your optimism. Nothing wrong with a little hope, after all.
Aww.
Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image.
That we can agree on.
A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
Wow, yeah. This is so much better for me to do not Gale. With Gale, we got like 2 sentences, and it was like, oh, okay. This is way more information. I just have a hard time knowing
Swift as my feet can carry me.
when I'm supposed to be somebody else sometimes. Dang, yeah. Oh, Gale is hell. I don't know how to uncurse him. Maybe I have, do I have a uncursify thing? Too bad I can't spell. Curse breakers. Scroll of remove curse. Oh, do I have that as a spell? Not that it matters. Does Gale have that as a spell?
Your desire.
I think Gale might actually have that as a spell option. He does. Gale. Remove the curse upon spice out. Yes! It actually worked. It wasn't one of those oopsie daisies,
What to do?
Like, you're stuck like this
I'll give it a
forever, Okay, well, sick. Cool. Where was... First, you need to bring the 3 nether stones together. I don't wanna. Where was... Haha. Let's make sure he doesn't die again. Boah. Ending his pursuit of Dame Aelin. We should tell her about Lord. Okay, good. Good. Maybe we should... Okay, we should go tell her about Lorcan and see if she goes to kill him. That would be good. Since we had to cut it off there, I want to go ahead and give a little quick shout out to my patrons. I want to say thank you to all my patrons, starting out with my Acorn tier patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for your support, and thank you so much, Leo, for your support. If I say that wrong, I'm so sorry. I want to give an extra special shout out to my Sapling tier patrons. Thank you so much, Reese Galito, for your support. I very much appreciate it, and I still appreciate the blanket. Thank you. And I really want to say thank you to my other supporter, Sebastian James, my old friend. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate you as well. And I want to give an extra special shout out to my Forest tier patrons who have gone above and beyond in their support of me and the channel and who I truly cannot thank enough. So thank you so much, Christopher, as always, for your support. I treasure it a lot. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Nightshade, for joining the crew up there in the forest. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. So thank you all again for joining me and for being on Patreon and watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.